What were you wearing? How much did you have to drink? Is that really how it happened? Did you lead him on? These are questions that are often asked to victims of sexual assault. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted during their time in college, and 90% of those women will not report their assault. These statistics are disturbing, and it makes you wonder, why are the majority of college women not reporting their assaults? Often fear of reprisal, fear of not being believed, fear of being judged. Nikki Finstead works with the Green Dot program here at WSU.
If both people or one of the people was drinking, if it was at a party, if it's someone that you think that you can trust who does this to you, sure, it can be, I think, understandable why people might feel like it wasn't as bad as another person's situation.
I talked to a sexual assault survivor who asked to remain anonymous, who shared her experience when she tried to report.
When I told my friend the story of what happened, he looked at me and told me that I was raped, and there was just a gut feeling that you knew that something was wrong, and that's when I went to the hospital. I got a rape kit. I tried to file a police report, but after 2 months of not hearing one word back, I canceled it. I think why a lot of people don't report them is just because there's like a lack of urgency. In my perspective, the only time there's ever urgency is when it's to clear the perpetrator's name. It's never to help the victim.
In order to better understand the relationship between survivors and law enforcement, I talked to WSU Police Chief Bill Gardner about the difficulties for both victims and police.
Some of it is officers who aren't quite sure how to address the feelings that are present there. So we need to restructure how we deal with survivors so that they have minimal opportunities to feel bad about themselves in this circumstance.
When it comes to sexual assault, blame can often be placed on many factors, such as alcohol, lack of education, or Greek life. However, the issue is much larger than any one factor.
Well, it's a man's issue. I suppose there are some examples of where it's not, but it's a man's issue, really, and it's a behavior issue.
We often think of sexual assault in the worst form, being attacked in the dark by a stranger, when in reality, the spectrum of sexual assault is much broader. It can be verbal or physical. It can be by a stranger or even a friend. Once we start to understand that sexual assault comes in a variety of forms, we are taking the necessary steps needed in order to help victims conquer their fears of reporting their assaults. For Moroni's 8, I'm Abby Lushai.